Greetings to the 4 or 5 people that might watch this. This is War 5 of the season. I probably should have recorded this first before uploading the last one, but I totally forgot that I had this recorded, so I'm just going to go ahead and go through some of this stuff. I think this was my first war back with Firestorm. I didn't record my Section 1 fights because they weren't anything special. They took like 5 seconds. Oh, actually, no, this is the war that I died to Void on Section 1. Yeah, that's what happened on this one. That's probably why that's why I started recording it. So here I'm on the Window of Opportunity stun mini on the right-hand side prior to Section 2. And so Kingpin is a fantastic T-Rex counter. So I'm just trying to take care of him here. Man, he'll go down in a sec. Yeah, this is not a particularly difficult fight. Especially now that I duped Kingpin last week. You get those overpowers going really fast, and then you can deal some pretty solid damage. So there's a Magneto here, and then a long shot in Section 2. And then there's a domino on the kinetic transference shared node. So I'm going to take these 2 fights with Kingpin, and then I'll take domino with Ghost. Because I only need Ghost for the boss after this. So being that I just uploaded a Magneto boss solo, this is pretty much the same thing. You don't want to stun him because it's one eye open, so they'll deal back all the stun damage. So you just want to go for intercepts. And yeah, this is a 5-star Magneto, so not going to be too difficult. Obviously, I take the occasional hit because I've been running I've been running Path 6, so again, I'm still getting used to fighting Magneto on Path 9 again, but it's no biggie. He doesn't do a lot of damage anyway, so yeah, like right there, that was it. That was the only other time I got hit, and the fight's over. So that degen will take him all the way down, and last intercept, and we're good. So go ahead a few times, finish 95%. It's fine. Now we want a long shot. Long shot, also not a problem. Yeah, this node isn't really a bit of an issue with anybody, to be honest. So just gonna bait his special ones, and Kingpin should put him down no problem. So yeah, we get into overpower within like the first 5-6 seconds of the fight. So the damage just starts piling on. But yeah, I should be recording the rest of the fights for this season, like I said in the last video. Even the occasional death, like obviously I'm just going to record everything just to have this here more as like a repertoire for myself. My apologies if you're going to hear my computer in the background taking off. I don't know why I decided to just go and get hot on me. Okay, so then I jumped into this domino fight with Ghost. I didn't have Wasp, so I'm going to have to play this a little carefully. Since she's also kinetic transference, you kind of want to bait heavies. And she has that indestructible node, so if you hold block, force a heavy. I could also just bait a medium and not give her so much power doing that shit, but whatever. Like, she's already down 37% with like 4 minutes left. Land a nice little intercept, and this domino was pretty cooperative, which they usually are not. So it was not too complicated. Special one probably could have, no, not probably, definitely would have finished her off. Nice other intercept, and then there was a heavy for us right there. So Special 2, and she's down in less than a minute. Pretty good fight. And then, what is this? Yes, so we're taking the MCOC on, which mini is this? I think this is Node 53. Yeah, this is the one where he's basically just stun immune, because he'll reflect it. So Kingpin is pretty good for MCOC, like on whichever node, in my opinion. So we can't gain power, but we can do damage to him pretty easily, just kind of landing intercepts and just trying to hit through the block, because his block proficiency is pretty ass. Yeah, and when we do go through the block, he does pretty good damage. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of a long fight just because you're going to deal with the occasional auto block, and then that's going to throw off your cycle. But Kingpin's doing really good damage, and he's passively healing from those hits we took. So, you know, nothing too complicated. We'll take a few more hits just because sometimes I suck balls, but then we'll land some intercepts, and either way, this fight will go down, you know, no problem. So, yeah, there you go. Looks like I still can't intercept very well, but it is what it is. So, yeah, he's almost down. I think the next fight after this is a Black Widow. Yeah, Black Widow Dio. And then after her, we're taking the Bishop Boss with Ghost. Which obviously we left Hazard Shift up for. I'm not sure why they wouldn't ban Ghost and then place a Bishop Boss. Like, that's, you know, it's not really the greatest thinking. But to each their own. Like, you'll see once we get to that fight is like 40 seconds, even with my mistake. So, not the greatest idea for them defensively. Yeah, so he parries me, but we shrug it off, and then fight's over. So, this war was pretty expensive. Yeah, my guy went and threw a White Mags pre-fight on Black Widow. Just to give some, you know, like a tiny bit more attack. I think the stun obviously does not apply to villains, so that's not going to do much for us there, but I think this one was relatively straightforward. I can't remember if I had any issues with this or not. I could have ghosted it, but you know, I was already boosted and Kingpin was doing pretty well, so I was like, I might as well just send it through with him. Land some nice intercepts in a row there. Now we're going to bait the special 2. And she's just going to tank some of that into the block so there's no missed inputs. A few more special 1s. And the idea was to not let her throw a special 1 because I don't want to deal with her evade. But you know, it is what it is. Like, you don't want to take that brute force damage, so sometimes she throws it and you gotta deal with it. So I don't know, she might have thrown it one more time, but I can't remember. So the brute force AI recently has been like really shitty. Like, they just do not want to throw specials. Finally, she cooperated there at the end, but okay, the degen from this should kill her if she does throw that. Yeah, I think that's what happened. So then she dies, and we're good. And so now there's one more fight in the war, which is this Bishop Boss. So that will be this clip. Threw on a power booster. And an advanced power boost, because the idea is to just get up to your special 2 as fast as possible and then just start laying them on. Like, with Wasp, this would be so much easier. There, he just went through my light retaliation, which was super fun, but it doesn't matter because he's going to go down really quickly anyway. so we're gonna get those up. We're gonna bait heavy, and then we're just gonna lay into him with special twos. Like, they are just massive. Yeah, look at that. He's done 30 seconds, even with a mistake. Like, Ghost is OP, so everybody should ban her. I don't want people to ban her, but you know, realistically, it's the smart thing to do. So we lost this war. Partially on me, partially on our BG, but it is what it is because we won the one right after. So I think we're more so back on track. But yeah, that's it for this war. So nothing else to cover.